Okay, welcome. This is the poor man's archery attempt. Not serious enough or have the compunction to blow a lot of money on archery at this point, but have an itching to try something else. So what I have here is some homemade arrows. Here's an example of one. They're made out of dowels, duct tape, and sheet metal. I chopped up the sheet metal with some clips, tied them on with these nylon ties, and then I made the fletching out of duct tape, and they're as you can see, 60-degree. That's kind of floppy. Kind of have to fix that one up, but 60-degree kind of pattern there. The dowels I bought from Home Depot for I believe 60 cents for 4 feet, so each of these are 2 feet long, so they're about 30 cents for the wood, and of course the rest I just scrummed around in my house for. To actually shoot these, I have a relatively cheap slingshot, which was converted to a sling bow, courtesy of all of those great contributors on the internet. This slingshot is nothing fancy. It was I think $8 in the flea market. I'm not sure if that was probably too much. And saw the many I think Whisker Biscuit extensions, but some of the Whisker Biscuits are pretty expensive, so I've seen them go up to like $60. So I just made my own out of a toilet brush, which was like, I think I got from the washroom, but I don't think it was used. I guess you could call it a toilet biscuit. So yeah, that's the toilet biscuit, which is looks like that. And we'll test this all out tomorrow morning, hopefully, if I can wake up early enough. Both the effectiveness of the toilet biscuit and the flight characteristics and penetration ability of these homemade arrows. I don't doubt that they look pretty powerful, actually pretty sharp, but they also look pretty fragile. So I figure these kind of arrows, because they're so light, straight, and sharp, that they're actually going to fly probably reasonably, provided the fletching does their job, stabilizing the arrow. And I think they are pretty lethal, so I need to be very careful with them. On the other hand, I think they're pretty fragile, that if there's sufficient power behind them, if they were to hit something hard, they would snap, or come off at a wrong angle, they would snap pretty quick. So yes, I think they're cheap, they're effective, but they're fragile. So I think you could use them for hunting, but it'll be a one-shot kind of thing. But it'll be good to see what happens. At any rate, I'll see you again tomorrow, and we'll test these out and see how they fly. And on a side note, I guess this would be like a poor man's broadhead. Those broadheads are expensive. I looked into them, and like bottom of the line ones go for $15 a piece, I think, or at least $5 a piece, and this is free. And I don't know what you call this, but pulling it out does not look like a pleasant task. Nor does this one. It looks kind of like a fishing hook or something. And this, I don't know, leaf head kind of shape. At any rate, I don't know anything about hunting, but we'll see how these fly. And yeah, hopefully I don't shoot myself in the foot. Alright, well, that's it for me for tonight. I'm going to bed. See you tomorrow. Oh, by the way, these are really time effective to make too. I think I threw this all together in about 10 minutes to most. You just need a saw to saw through the dowel, snippers to snip through the sheet, some scissors. Yeah, and that was it. You saw these things in half. You can saw them all at once. And so yeah, pretty quick. This was pretty quick to put together too. You just throw on this, sit on your toilet brush to flatten it out, bend it, the wiry portion into a circle, and then yeah, just clip it onto your slingshot. I'm a bit worried that because I used these bands, that it's not that stable, and so I won't have a consistency. But alternatively, I could have clipped it on here, and somehow clipped on here with something harder, which I think would have offered more stability. But anyway, we'll see what happens tomorrow. Okay, that's the end for this video.